A couple of pass deflections as well. 4th and short here after a completion to Brandon Boyd. C-Stitch will roll out to throw. Fire deep downfield, and it's caught inside the 10, inside the 5. It's going to be an L.A. Harbor touchdown, and it's Marquise Waters on the reception. So finally, with 3:33 left to go in the first half, the Seahawks get up on the scoreboard. It's 34-6, the extra point coming.
And Waters really just utilizing his size at 6'2", jumping over. I believe that was Glass on the coverage.
That was not Taekwon.
Not Glass?
Taekwon was not. Taekwon was lined up to the near side.
Okay.
I don't think anyone gets by Taekwon.
But regardless, Waters in his 6'2" frame just jumped up and over the DB, whoever that was covering him, and made it look easy. So a nice play by L.A. Harbor to get on the board finally here at Hilmer Lodge.
Jack Moore was able to add the PAT, so with triplets wild here. 3:33 left to go in the first half. It's 34-7 Mount SAC. And that time, one-on-one coverage. C-Stitch on a 4th and short. Passed it deep downfield, threw up a jump ball for Waters, and the freshman wideout, 6'2", 190 out of Washington High School in L.A., came down with it, and he did the rest inside the 10. And L.A. Harbor there on the scoreboard. How about that? Glad that you'll be here next week, Brian. Not. Regular season finale next week for the Mounties.
I'm going out for what will be an embarrassing Oakland Raider football game.
Just as embarrassing as this one we're watching down on the field right now?
It'll be worse.
Wow.
I don't even think the Raiders will score. But, you know what my problem is? Every time I call out stuff like that, it's the complete opposite. I thought the Lakers were going to lose by about 35 last night.
What, they lose by 6?
7.
7.
Still, they actually had a very good chance.
Yeah, you better hope they get in the bottom 4 as far as records go in the NBA, or so they don't get that first round pick.
They will be.
Aaron Vaughns from his own 5. Aaron Vaughns, a lot of room up the middle. Nobody's getting Aaron Vaughns. It's going to be a Mountie touchdown on a kickoff return. The sophomore, 5'8", Aaron Vaughns to the house.
5'8" crew. Aaron Vaughns leading the way with a phenomenal burst of speed there to blow by the special teams of the Seahawks. And you're right, as you called it. No one did catch him, and he made everyone look like they were trying to tackle him in slow motion. He ran right past that special teams coverage.
And some great blocking on special teams for the Mounties. So Aaron Vaughn's second touchdown of the evening. 3:19 left to go. First half, it's now 40-7 Mounties. They get the touchdown right back. Guerra on to add the PAT for Mount SAC. Guerra getting some reps tonight. Alberto Villarreal getting a rest like most of the first stringers are for Mount SAC. And the PAT up and good. So now 41-7. Still 3:19 left to go in the first half. And that's Mountie football.
Mounties. Hey, SAC Dogs are looking to this game and really, I said it last.
I feel bad.
Week.
I feel.
You remember?
Yeah, you said it last week.
Remember what I said last week?
You said you feel bad for whoever has to face the Mounties coming off of a loss. We saw what happened to Grossmont here. Grossmont not a bad team.
52-7.
Grossmont not a bad team by any means.
Grossmont beat Riverside.
Grossmont beat Saddleback. What do we got? We got a score on that Saddleback Fullerton game?
I'll look it up right now. But I remember saying it last week where you feel bad for whoever the Mounties are going to play next.
Well, last year, the Mounties beat L.A. Harbor 58-10 on their way to topping that tonight.
Sure. Well, I mean, I don't know if you're looking for much in the second half, unless it's given to you like that.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the backups are going to give their 100% effort for the Mounties.
Maybe we see a logo touchdown. I
hope so. Darren Walker across the 25-yard line, and he's taken down at the 29 for L.A. Harbor. 41-7 Mount SAC. 3:12 left to go first half. We still do not have a link. We do have a link. We have a video link for that Saddleback Fullerton. Oh no, you got to pay. You got to pay pay-per-view for that. We're not paying. We're the Mountie Football Radio Network. We don't pay.
Why do people make you pay when you're trying to just?
Because they're losing money by you not going to the game, being at the stadium. 1st and 10, C-Stitch. He'll pitch to Walker out of the backfield across the 25-30. Darren Walker now across the 35-yard line. And he'll pick up 8 yards on first down for L.A. Harbor. That game at the half between RCC and LBCC, and it's the Tigers on top of the Vikings 13-7. So if that score holds up and the Mounties can hang on to this monumental lead here, we might see in the rankings that are released Monday afternoonish by CCCAA, we might see the Mounties ahead of LBCC.
And number 2.
And if the Mounties are at number 2, they're in a fantastic position to get into the postseason. Screen pass out to the far side of the field. It'll be another L.A. Harbor first down.
The scary thing is, obviously, the Long Beach Vikings were held in check in the first half at home. You got to remember who they have on their wideouts as well, with Blandon and Daquan Hampton, the USC commit, and Blandon, the Colorado commit. Those guys were phenomenal against Mount SAC. And, you know, I'm a Mounties guy. Don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. But those guys were very, very talented over there.
How about commending the RCC defense to hold them to just 7 points through one half?
Yeah. I mean,
on a 1st and 10 here for the Seahawks, handoff to Walker, and he's taken down in the backfield for a loss of 2. I think we should just turn this broadcast into a talk show because I think we all know that the game is all but over down on the field.
No.
No?
Well, let's get it going here.
2:08 left to go first half, 41-7 Mount SAC.
In a nutshell, 41-7.
2nd and 12. Snap is dropped, and
whoa,
C-Stick will take a knee for a loss of 3, and it'll bring up 2nd and 17. I just you don't prep for blowouts. You don't. I mean, I knew there was a possibility that we might have one here tonight, but I just don't know what to say. I've called a fair share of blowouts in my time, my young broadcasting career, but never has it been to the point where it's, I hate to say it, but this pathetic as Aaron Simpson nearly has himself an interception, dropped the football incomplete.
Try calling a 70-3 game.
You had to call one of those?
Oh, yeah. Buena Park at Western High School about a month ago.
I'm trying to think about the worst one I ever had. I had a 63-7 one earlier this year.
70-3.
It's trying to beat that.
That's
Mount SAC trying to beat that tonight.
It was 42-0 at halftime.
It's 41-7 in this one, so a little bit closer. Jack Moore on to punt for L.A. Harbor. Had his last one deflected on a block. Mounties unable to block this one. Back deep to get it, it's Ryan Simpson at his own 26, near side of the field, 35-30, 45-50, and Ryan Simpson is now on the loose. Simpson inside the 40, inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10, touchdown Mounties. So first it was Aaron Bonds on the kick return. Now it's Ryan Simpson on the punt return, but there is a flag down to the near side of the field, and this one might be coming back.
Holding, illegal block in the back.
Probably one of the two.
The ref was in a bad position. Did you see where the ref was? In the middle of that run.
I was too busy watching Ryan Simpson zigzag all over the field.
It's coming back.
Well, wipe out that touchdown for the Mounties.
Illegal block in the back. But that referee, right before his last zag to the right side, was right in his lane, didn't try and move, just stood there like a cone.
A scarecrow. A cone? Really? A cone? That's your best comparison of something that doesn't move?
A cone, man. I see all the pylons around the field, but
a cone. Stood there like a pylon.
I think stood there like a cone. At least sounds.
What about a scarecrow?
Better.
I like scarecrow. We're at what? A day after Halloween? It's scarecrow season.
You dressed up last night?
I was broadcasted.
Did you dress up at the broadcast?
I wore a polo and some decent pants.
I had to serve drinks and dress up. Bad.
What'd you dress up as?
I was an inmate or a prison inmate, and the other bartender was a cop.
Ah. Sounds a little bit more entertaining than what we're seeing tonight. Allo going to air it out here on a 1st and 10. Pass is complete. Across the field, that's Isaiah Manley to the 48-yard line. That's an 18-yard pickup from Justin Allo to Isaiah Manley. This is probably the last 55 seconds that we're going to see Justin Allo tonight.
Who do you think, Orozco more or Simcoe more?
I don't know. There's some talks that I've heard from a couple of guys who are around the team that Simcoe might be the guy to start next year. Is a little bit of miscommunication here between Allo and Manley, and Allo will chuck it on out of bounds with 45 seconds remaining in the first half. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Mounties from their own 47. The Mounties do lead 41-7.
Who do you like better out of the two?
I think Orozco more of a pocket passer. Simcoe a little bit more elusive.
Well, he's giving up 3 inches, and Orozco at 6'6".
Allo airs it out over the middle, and it's caught by Tony Ingram inside the 30-yard line of the Seahawks, and he's down to the 29.
And the Seahawk defense is just committing to zone coverage on these receivers, as you see a nice pocket there to pass in for Allo.
Well, I tell you what, this has been a defense that struggled all year, as Allo will complete over the middle again, and once again it's Ingram to pick up the first down to the Mounties. 18-yard line. Red zone opportunity again. 25 seconds left on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Mounties. 41-7 they lead. 4 wide set, 2 aligned to each side. The lone back Omar is Tolbert. Allo to throw, and it's incomplete. He was going for Isaiah Manley to the near side.
So Manley getting some nice time in for the Mounties in this first half already.
So's Darryl Morris and Tony Ingram. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 for the Mounties at the L.A. Harbor 18. 41-7, the Mounties lead. 4 wide set, the lone back Tolbert. Allo drops back to pass, fires inside the 10-yard line, and it's nearly picked off. It should have been. But it'll fall to the turf incomplete. In and out of the hands. For L.A. Harbor, it was number 28, the linebacker Brilliant Taylor, who nearly had a brilliant interception but couldn't hold on to the football.
If he was from London, that would be.
He's from Gardena, California.
I was going to say that would have been an hilarious name.
3rd and 10 here. Justin Allo going to take off and run. He makes that L.A. Harbor defense look hilarious as he gets down to the 5-yard line.
Sandwiched in there by 3.
What are you going to do? 3 seconds left. 1st and goal for the Mounties at the L.A. Harbor 3-yard line, it looks like. Are you going to
Coach
kick
Jeff,
a field goal or
no.
take a last shot towards the end zone?
I mean, I'm assuming that Coach Jabs will want to convert this into 6 points, but
why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Why wouldn't you? As Mounties looking comfortable and clicking offensively with Allo at the helm tonight so far. And like Chris mentioned, we'll probably see Orozco or Sims, or probably both of them later on in the second half.
Man, might even see a little C.D. Tamavena at quarterback. You never know.
Oh, man.
Maybe a little Brian Tabajay down there at quarterback.
Hey, never know.
Well, Coach Jabs doesn't agree with you. He wants sure points, and he's going to go with a short field goal attempt here. It's going to be a chip shot of about 23 yards. This will be the first field goal attempt of the season for Guerra, and now L.A. Harbor with a little bit of a mix-up on special teams. They'll call their second charged timeout of the half with 3 seconds left. Coming up on the Mountie football halftime report, we'll